Everywhere you look, someone's selling the dream of passive income. And if you're stressed about your finances, planning for retirement, or just done trading time for money, I get the appeal. But let's be real. Making money while you sleep isn't as simple as they make it sound. I'm dannyiny, founder of Mirasee, and I've seen too many gurus sell unrealistic fantasies. In this video, I'm pulling back the curtain on the truth behind passive income. Fair warning, if you're after get-rich-quick schemes, this video isn't for you. But if you're ready to learn what it really takes to build sustainable income, keep watching. Let's start with the typical passive income pitch. It seems foolproof. Low price times high volume equals passive income. There's actually a specific reason why these gurus always push low-priced offers. If you charge high prices, people will want to talk to you before buying. They have questions. They expect support. They want a quality experience for their investment, which is all reasonable, but it's not passive at all. So instead, they tell you to price things cheap enough that people will buy without needing to interact with you. The thinking goes, if I make something cheap enough and get enough people to buy it, boom, I'm making money while I sleep. At first glance, the math looks appealing. Create a $9 ebook, get 300 people to buy each month, and you're making nearly $3,000 in passive income. Stack a few of these together and you're set, right? Wrong. Even if you build something amazing, there's a fundamental business equation that you can't escape. Here's what those gurus conveniently forget to mention. Every dollar you charge has to split three ways. First, there's fulfillment costs, everything it takes to actually deliver what people bought. Oh, you thought passive meant free to operate? Even digital products need hosting, support, updates, and someone to manage it all. And there's a cost for all that. Second, there's customer acquisition costs, all the money and effort that you spend to get customers to buy. This includes advertising, marketing, sales, everything it takes to get people to actually find and buy your thing. And spoiler alert, this is where your beach dreams start drowning. And third, there's contribution profit. That's what's actually left over after paying for everything else. Let's do that $9 ebook math again. I spent more than that on lunch today, but somehow you need to build and host a product, provide customer support, and magically get people to discover and buy it. Here's the fatal flaw that kills most passive income schemes. Real businesses win by being able to spend more than their competition to acquire customers, not less. But at $9, you can barely afford to send a postcard. Look, I'm not saying it's impossible. Someone will hit it big with a low-priced passive income product, just like someone wins the lottery each week. But there's a big difference between possible and plausible. The only people who make this work tend to have an unfair advantage. They were first in their market, they're already famous in their industry, or they found some temporary loophole in the system. But loopholes close, and markets get crowded. So you're stuck in a trap. You can't charge high prices because then you'd need to provide real service, but you can't charge low prices because then you can't afford to get customers. That's why the passive income dream stays just that, a dream. Want to create a high-value offer that actually sells? I've got you covered. Grab free access to 10 powerful questions that will help you craft a highly profitable offer, plus a step-by-step training to guide you through the process. Check out the description below to get started. But Danny, you're thinking, I just want to stop trading time for money. I hear you. Of course, we'd all love to have money rolling in without lifting a finger. But that's an escapist fantasy. Instead, ask these two questions. 1, how can I deliver more value? Imagine you're thinking about booking a vacation to Tahiti. You don't obsess over airplane specs. You dream about pristine beaches and spectacular sunsets. The plane just gets you there. It's the mechanism. But you're not buying the plane, you're buying Tahiti. That's exactly how you want to think about your business. Your offer is people's airplane. It's how people get where they want to go. What they really care about, what they're actually willing to pay for, is their destination. People want a tangible difference in their lives. They want to move away from something or towards something better. When you focus on the transformation that you deliver, rather than just the process or components of your offer, People will pay more because they care about valuable outcomes. So that's the first question answered. And the second question is, how can I gradually build leverage? In other words, how can you find ways to help more people without working more hours? Think of it like a ladder. At the bottom, you only make money when you're actively working, like when you get an hourly wage. But as you climb up, each hour of your work reaches more people. You can do things like teach groups instead of individuals, create monthly subscription programs, build a team to help deliver your services, or develop systems that serve many clients at once. None of these are passive. They're about building something real and sustainable. You're never going to eliminate work. That's a pipe dream. But you can make each hour of work more valuable. Here's the truth. The path to financial freedom isn't through some magical passive income system. It's through building a real business that solves real problems for real people. Can you eventually create something that needs less of your direct time? Absolutely. But you get there by starting with value, charging what makes business sense, and gradually building systems of leverage, not by trying to make everything passive from day one. The choice is yours. You can spend the next few months or years chasing passive income fantasies. Or you can focus on building something real that delivers genuine value and creates sustainable profit. If you're ready to create an offer that delivers real value and generates sustainable profit, I've got something to help you get started. Check out the description below for free access to 10 key questions that will guide you in developing high-value offers, plus a training that walks you through the process step by step.